Hello, I have a very quick product look. This shouldn't take too long. I'm basically am in, as if you've watched some of my other videos, you might have known that I'm starting to look at things that will travel well. I'm hopeful that the country will open back up again here in the United States and that the world will open back up again safely. And I'm always looking for things where I can take my craft supplies places. So one of the things that I struggle with a little bit is my distress inks. I love my distress inks, both the oxides and the regular distress inks, and I want to be able to have a way to carry them with me where they won't come open, where they won't dry out, where they're sort of safely sequestered. So that's what this is all about. This is a, I'm going to say this wrong, Pixiss, I think it is, Pixiss carrying case, and I'm going to take a look at it really quickly and see how it fares. It's very simple. Ooh, it's got some nice foam in here. I like the fact that it's got the foam completely added and that you can take out what you want to use. So it looks like there are 3 rows, or 3 areas, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4 to put in it. So it'll fit 12 total. Now, when I go to use my distress inks, I usually use these little sponge things. I've also used brushes. I have these brushes that I've used to be able to spread the ink, and I really enjoy it. I'm not sure how these will do. The way that I do this is there's a little bit of a Velcro dot here, and that's how I affix the correct sponge to there. I don't have enough of these little dauber things to be able to have one for each one that I have. So I know that some crafters or some influencers or some of the YouTube personalities have one of these each for each of the different colors that they use. And I don't see the need for that. I do have sponges that are specific to the ink that I'm using, and I have probably, I want to say 4 or 5 of these, maybe 6, depending. I think they come 3 in a package, or 2 or 3 in a package, so I think I have like 6 of these. So I can do several colors at one time, but I don't have one for every distress ink that I have, which is good because I have a lot of the distress inks. I'd rather spend my money on the inks themselves than on these tools. So I do keep the little dauber thing with a little Velcro dot on the back, and then as I need to, I replace these. So as I put these in, it looks like it still fits with my little guy there. Now, it's possible, depending on how wet the ink is, that it might get on this particular thing. So I might want to, do something to the effect of maybe cutting some pieces of paper to shield that, especially if I'm going somewhere where this is, we're using this after it's been inked. I haven't inked that particular one, so I don't think it's a big deal. But looking at these, they fit very well in there. Very happy with that. I would like to see how well it does with regular inks. I don't think it'll fit the regular, no, it won't really. I mean, I guess you could force it, but it doesn't look like it would work very well. So let me see how this would work. If I should have gotten a couple more inks. If I were to do that and then put this on top, how would that work? Because I'm looking for a way to sort of be able to carry all my inks in one way. I think that would be pretty good. So if I had this filled with 12 distress and distress inks, and then I just put my top ink on top, or but that's even better. So maybe I would do 8, 9, maybe 9 inks. Doesn't really fit that direction, but if I were to do 4 here and 4 here, and then 1 here, and then put this one on the top, that would work as well. So that gives me an opportunity to sort of, use them to be able to put other inks in here as well. So overall, I mean, this is not going to be super super crazy complicated. It's just about making sure that your inks stay stable. It's got a handle on it. It's pretty sturdy. It's a lot like what you see those sort of cases that you see in for cameras and things like that that are for camera components. So it's got kind of a felted feel to it. It's got these type of things so that you can fill them in or not. I like the fact that they went ahead and kept the foam in there. I think what I would probably do is leave these in. I wouldn't leave this full, I'll leave this empty. And as I just fill it as I need to, and I think I'll keep these foam things in just so that the foam areas keep their shape. You know, that they stay the way that they're supposed to. So I'm really pretty happy with this. I will put the price in the description, and I put a link to this in the description down below. I think I'm going to like it. I may follow up in the comments below after I take my first trip with it, whenever that might be, and we'll see how it goes. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the fact that these Distress inks fit very well in there. I can even fit some, if I dial back on the Distress inks, I can even fit some of my other inks in this, depending on what it is that I want to travel with. So I think this is a great option, and the price point was pretty good, so I think that's something that is very helpful. And again, tip, if you want to keep your sponges correct with them, or corralled with the right ink, the little Velcro daubers that you can put on the bottom are very, very helpful, and it helps to kind of cut down on the amount of these blenders that you need. I think I have, like I said, about 6 or so of them. And then I keep all of my little daubs here on the bottom, and that's how I organize my blenders. Very, very easy to do, and it keeps everything straight. So I thank you so much for coming in today. I hope that you enjoy this, and this is a quick hit. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and remember, always be creative.